This week I'm facing my fears again and heading up on the roof. These definitely don't go in there. Thanks, it's vintage. I love it. Something, something. I love it. I kind of hate it. No, we don't need to stress. There's nothing to stress about. All right, so this week I'm gonna start out by facing my fears again and heading up on the roof to paint the chimney because I wanna go ahead and get it out of the way. So once I spray all the siding, I can really see it all come to life. I would hate to have to go back and do it after the fact. I am gonna go ahead and just prime the entire chimney because that siding is extremely old. And then there's some metal up there I want to paint, and I think it'll just ensure that I get a good adhesion. It kind of looks like it's gonna rain right now. Not on the radar, but I know not to trust the radar. Let me double check. Yeah, look at the sky right now. I know as soon as I get up onto that roof, it's gonna start raining. Yeah, it says light chance of rain in the next hour. So I'm gonna take it as it's gonna rain and come back to this in the afternoon. All right, let's get this primer done. I may have only gotten one coat of primer on the chimney all day today because I got distracted in the house. Let me show you some of the stuff I'm working on in there because I'm already excited to start the next bedroom makeover, and I'm gonna go pick up a piece of furniture off Facebook Marketplace. So my mom and grandma came over for a little bit and we went kind of crazy hanging some random art that I have all over the wall to create a gallery wall. And here's where we're at so far. It's looking a little bit crazy, but I think just throwing the stuff up there on the wall is giving me an idea of what I need to find to create a gallery wall. And I know I definitely need a few more pieces. And once I have a few more, then I will probably end up taking them all down and mapping them out because I went kind of crazy putting so many holes in the wall. But this gallery wall has a sort of cabin in the woods, outdoorsy feel to it. And there's a couple pieces that don't exactly fit the vibe, but they're sort of placeholders. I like the dark green moodiness of these and the owl and this oil painting that I found at Renninger's. But there's a couple that kind of stick out and don't really go. I don't love how this one's way lighter. And this one feels a little bit more cottagey, like it could go in a different room. And I think this one goes really well. My cute little raccoon and frog. But let me know what you think. I'm open to all suggestions when it comes to creating a gallery wall because I've never really done this before. But I'm excited. It's starting to fill up the space and make it feel really cozy in here. And the kitchen, honestly, I've been loving the way the kitchen looks. It feels so nice in here. I just still need to figure out a situation with this door. I took it off of the hinges because it was just very annoying and in the way, especially with the pantry doors being here and with 2 people living here now. I found this cool piece of art the other day on Marketplace. But what I was working on that I got distracted doing today was actually organizing this back bedroom. The back bedroom is actually my favorite room in the house, and it's turned into sort of just the clutter room. So I started clearing some stuff out and bringing it into the garage. Hung some blinds finally. These really are just some temporary placeholder blinds because I would like to do some Roman shades from 2 pages, but I just haven't decided yet because I want to get the whole room designed first before I pick the curtains. Whereas previously, you know, I picked the curtains first and then basically designed the room around it, which is not very efficient. But I already have a good idea for what I want to do with this room, and I started sampling colors. This blue is way too blue, but that's why we do samples. So I think that the color I'm gonna do is this light blue called Billowy Breeze, and then do a contrast green trim with it. I just haven't quite figured out the green I want to do yet. Something that goes nice with that couch. So I've shown this couch in a previous video, and it's kind of just been thrown in the junk rooms back and forth. I never really got around to it because Tori's room was the junk room, and then Tori moved in and this room became the junk room for 2 people. We got stuff that we need to purge and just get in here and clean, get the walls painted. I've already done my mock-up. I posted it on Facebook and Instagram. And I really love it because this room is going to be quirky and colorful and everything goes. I want it to have that pastel blue backdrop because it's airy and bright and crisp. And then I just want pops of bright orange and green and everything that can go in here. And then the furniture I'm about to go pick up is a desk off of Facebook Marketplace to replace this one with that Tori uses for her sewing machine. And then this is Tori's furniture that we want to refinish eventually. But in the meantime, we're gonna stick it in this messy closet of my crap. So I need to get through this closet so that we can get that piece of furniture into the closet and really open this space up so it can be a crazy, creative, multifunctional room. And I'm super excited about it because I have a great vision, but I don't know where I'm going to put all this junk. It's either going to go to the thrift store, or I'm going to have to find a place for it in the garage. Really glad Vintage Market Days is coming up because I got to sell some stuff. I have too much. It's time to finally break out the green on the chimney. Ooh, it's so pretty. The first touch of green paint on my soon-to-be new house. Well, it's gonna look new at least. First coat is done and it's looking pretty good. I stood back and it looks really bright right now, but I think with the second coat it's gonna look good, and it's looking like it's blending in with the trees a lot better than the old paint color. But while I'm up here, I decided that I am going to go ahead and knock out this awkward section on the roof because I'm not going to want to do it after the fact. So this is basically the most awkward position I've ever painted in, but I basically have to lay down and just inch my way up. So it's this tiny section right underneath where the roof overlays, and you can't even see it from here. It's so small, but when you're down there, you can definitely see it. And if I'm going through all of this work, I'm not going to half-ass it. I basically just have to lay down and reach in there as far as I can. Gosh, we've just been having some really funky weather this week. It's been like weird and gloomy every day, and then I keep having to go to the chiropractor, and just the week has gotten away from me, and it's already Friday. So all I really got done this week was finishing the trim and then painting the chimney. So I don't want to start prepping the house and taping everything off, because then I'm going to be spraying tomorrow, which is Saturday, which I don't really want to do. And then Sunday I have rain coming in. So if I don't finish up tomorrow, then I'm kind of screwed. So I'm going to wait until Monday with a fresh brain and a fresh start, because I'm going to be using a sprayer I've never used before. Tape everything off, and then I'll have Tuesday and Wednesday hopefully get this whole house painted. But in the meantime, I want to put this furniture in the front entryway. I think it's going to fit the space a lot better. These things are like impossible to find on Facebook Marketplace. I've been looking for a long skinny console for literally a year. So if I don't like the color of it, I can always gel stain over it and make it darker like the one I already have. I think that new entryway table definitely fits the space a lot better. However, it looks a little bit farmhousey to me, but I think once I change out the knobs and maybe put a darker mirror above it, I can style it to look a little bit better. But it definitely opens up the walkway and fits that wall better. I just think it might need a little bit tweaking as far as the colors and the hardware go, and it'll give it a totally different look just depending on how I style it, because it's really clashing with that gold mirror above it right now. This adorable little entry table that I had gotten from Megan, I can bring to Vintage Market Days now, because it is going to be a perfectly easy piece for me to transport and to style some stuff on in my booth. I also picked up this desk this week that I'm going to be putting in the back bedroom, because that is going to be our sort of creative co-op office space. We're going to put Tori's sewing machine on this so that we can kind of open up the space a little bit and give some storage for the sewing supplies. And then I'm really excited to get started on this back bedroom as well. Like, I don't have enough things going on already. But I'm taking today as sort of a reset day since it's Friday. And I'm just going to do some organizing, clean out my truck, start organizing that room, start organizing the garage, get my mind straight so Monday I'll be ready to paint. So one of the very first upgrades I made to the house before even moving into it was installing the Waterdrop reverse osmosis system under the sink. And this is because I wasn't sure of the quality of the water coming from my well, but I do know that it has very high iron content, and the Waterdrop has done a really good job at filtering out that iron, giving me nice, clean tasting water. But what's even more important than the iron that the Waterdrop is filtering out is actually the contaminants that I'm unsure of in the groundwater, including PFAS. PFAS are widely used man-made chemicals that are often found in our groundwater, and they do not easily break down in the environment or in the human body. They are known to have negative health effects, including on the immune system and hormonal disruptions and more. PFAS come from industrial discharges, firefighting foams, systems, and the long-term use of fluorinated materials that ultimately end up in our soil and affecting our groundwater. These are often found in municipal water sources, but even though I'm on well and I have my own system, I could still be contaminated because I'm unsure of the quality of my groundwater. So one of the ways to effectively remove PFAS from your water that you're drinking is through a reverse osmosis system, regardless of whether you're on well water or city water. So with more and more reports showing up with PFAS in tap water, clean water matters more than ever before for your families. And Waterdrop filters make PFAS reduction easy for everyday life. So be sure to click the link in the description below to get your Waterdrop filter today. So I don't want to use the chairs because I like the chairs I have in the dining room, but the table that I currently have in the dining room has those Queen Anne style legs, and I really just think it doesn't go with anything else in the house. This table is about the same size and it's much more modern. Not in love with the color, but I can obviously change the tone of the wood. I just want to see if I like it in the space. It was only $40, so I can resell the set if I end up not liking it. And then I also found a really cute end table. These definitely don't go in there. This little table honestly is a perfect size to go over here. I need to figure out how to style it so that I can get rid of all of this clutter on the ground. Maybe put the router on top of it and hide all of these cords so they're not on the floor. But it's so cute. I just need to figure out how to make it go and detangle all that stuff. So at the thrift store I just went to, I got some clothes to sell at the vintage market. 2 pieces though that I want to possibly keep for myself. Tori knows how to sew and she wants to learn how to tailor clothes. So she sent me on a mission to find some clothes that's, you know, a little bit too oversized for me that we could practice tailoring on. And I think this dress would be a super good one. So this dress is such a cute pattern and color. It would be so cute if it was tailored to fit. So I think it would be a good little project for her. And maybe I'll get a cute dress out of it. It is vintage, of course. So that may be a future project. Tailoring vintage thrifted clothes. And then I just got a few other little items. I got this cute little coffee cup that I'm gonna keep. And I found this desk organizer that I'm thinking I will use in my bedroom for makeup brushes and my everyday makeup items that I use. And then I got a whole slew of just small oak frames because I'm going to cut up some images from this book that I had done previously. It was a mid-century picture book that I found for free, and I'm just gonna fill all these oak frames with it and create a gallery wall for vintage market days. And then Megan found this cute little lamp. You can never have too many small little baby lamps. I had a baby lamp in my kitchen and ended up putting it in my bedroom. So this is the perfect little baby lamp that goes with my kitchen. I just need to find a little shade for it, which will be super easy. $4.99. It's got the greens and the browns. Love it. And then as far as clothes go for reselling, I've had a lot of people ask me what I look for when I'm thrifting clothes to resell. And in the fall, it's been really easy because it's a lot of jackets, coats, blazers, anything that's vintage, looks nice quality, can't go wrong with. So the spring markets are gonna actually be a little bit more of an experiment for me because I'm not gonna sell a lot of jackets and sweaters, obviously. So I've just really been looking for things that are, of course, vintage, but I've also been looking at like materials. So I asked myself, is it really good material? Is it vintage? Or is there something unique about it? This one, nothing super unique about it, but it's 100% silk. So this is a great piece. I sold a 100% silk top at the last market. And then is there something like unique about it? So does it have some sort of embroidery? Something that makes it obvious that it's vintage. People want to show off their personality and express themselves through their clothes, especially when they're buying vintage. The goal is to have somebody compliment you on the outfit, right? And then you say, thanks, it's vintage. So I'm just looking for anything that's like funky patterns, interesting, that you're not gonna find at Walmart. This is a cute top. Nice pattern. You can always tell if something's vintage by looking at the tags. You just don't see tags like this anymore. And also it has shoulder pads. I'm assuming that whoever buys and wears it will remove the shoulder pads, but you never know. They might come back in style. And then I couldn't help myself, but I bought another pair of 100% cotton vintage Lee jeans. I don't know if they're gonna sell. They're too big for me. They are a size 12. Which would probably be more like a modern day size 10. Look out for these if you're a size 10. They are really, really cute. Nice jeans. And I did actually buy one blazer just because it's super cute. The shoulder pads kill me. You gotta remove the shoulder pads. Pretend they're not there. But it kind of gives, right? Not on me, but on somebody else. Do you remember that Kanye West music video where it's like he's in the box and he's dancing around? Oh my gosh, that's gonna drive me nuts. I don't remember what song it was. I love it. Something, something. I love it. Most of my thrift trips are not these big elaborate thrift hauls. It's mostly me running into the thrift store one random afternoon and I get a couple items here and there, or I get a huge haul randomly on a Tuesday when I wasn't even filming. So let me know if you like these little mini thrift hauls like thrown into random videos, because a lot of times I just have these little miscellaneous thrift trips where I get a few things here and there. On the topic of that entry table, it's actually starting to grow on me. I'm not sure if I want to keep it this color, and I definitely want to get a different mirror, or at least change the color of that mirror. But I do think that this piece would look really cute if it was painted and had some knobs replaced, and it wouldn't look so farmhouse-ish. And I'm thinking about doing the color Weathered Bronze by Wise Owl to add some contrast over here on this side of the room. And it's just that really pretty green color. I think it would look really, really nice in here. And it would freshen up this piece of furniture so much so that it doesn't look like that imported farmhouse stuff. But I absolutely love the size of this. I think it fills up the space so much nicer. And it's great because when you walk in here, it just feels like there's so much more space. It like immediately opened up the room. It looks really good. I actually don't know where to put this little guy. Maybe I'll put it in my bathroom. I got the table and 4 chairs for $50, and I can probably sell the chairs and get my $50 back, making this table free. I love Facebook Marketplace. I don't like it. I think the legs are too chunky. And the table looks too tall for the chairs. Not really. It's actually good because you fit under it more easily. Whereas the other table, your legs kind of hit sometimes. And actually, I think the other 2 chairs would fit. I kind of hate it. I like where I'm going with the idea of having a more simple table legs and maybe even a lighter colored table, but that one is just not it. But while I have it set up here in the dining room, I might as well list the set for sale. Maybe I can make a profit on it. About to run some errands, head to Walmart to get some totes for the market, and to IKEA to get some shelves for the market. See what else we can find.
It's winter again.
Yeah, the weather dropped.
I love it.
All Mom thinks about and can talk about is the Dunkin' inside of Walmart. She said it 3 times.
Yeah.
I think she wants to get Dunkin'. What about you, Grandma?
She might want to.
You're tired, you said. You need to pick me up.
What are you doing? Take a picture of me trying to climb in this car? It's not fair. A lady.
No, she's got strong muscles. Grandma's got her own cart. Wow, this is a fancy Walmart. Wow.
Sushi, coffee.
Okay. Wow, look at the floors. They're shiny. This is a brand new Walmart. Are you gonna get a donut? Mmm. This is so weird. It feels like I'm in a mall. Oh, there's your dress, Mom.
Do you like it?
No.
Really?
It's like a maiden dress / 50s.
It's cute.
Ooh, these tops are cute. They have different stuff at this Walmart than the other one. They have way different stuff and a way bigger selection. All right, I didn't see anything that I wanted in the clothes. All the tanks seem like really thin. I would rather just get them somewhere else. But I did come here to get some more of those heart totes for the market so that I can pack up my stuff. I think I have more stuff than I did previously. Okay, it looks like they don't have the heart totes that I have. So I'm just gonna get something else that's cheaper. I need to make sure that I'm really organized this time around when I'm loading up this trailer because I'm going out of town. I'm not gonna be able to come back home and restock. These ones are only $6, $7, so I'm gonna go with that. Okay, I got 2 of the big ones and 2 of the small ones. I like the small ones because sometimes the objects are really heavy and I don't like lifting those big heavy totes, so I don't want to fill them up too big with heavy stuff. But the big totes are nice to have for like baskets and weirdly shaped and light objects. So we'll see how far this gets me. We're going to be starting market prep next week as soon as I finish painting the house. It's go time. Okay, Walmart. This chair is so cute. This one is too, but we all know how I feel about pleather. Honestly, it feels pretty nice. Wow, I love these shelves. $1.99 each. That's actually really not a bad price. I really like the way that they have the books color coordinated over here. I think doing something like that with thrifted books would be really cute in my office. If I were to like build some shelves above the sofa and then put all of my books thrifted, color coordinated, that would look nice. IKEA is a really cool place to get inspiration because everything is set up and staged really nice. Immediately was drawn to this blue color, which is like what I'm painting my office. We already had donuts.
We're getting those too.
I like this orange one over here. I need some funky pillows for my funky room. That's cute.
This blue is pretty for my room. Look how nice that is. It's velvet. Is that blue or green? Does that look blue to you?
It looks teal. It looks like the color of my walls.
That's pretty. Well, we're gonna go to they'll have all the throw pillows.
I need some that will look cute in with my funky couch. Maybe like a green.
Yeah, they have everything over there so nice.
Okay.
The linen's nice too.
I might be able to find a good mirror for my bathroom in here. You know what I like about this store? It doesn't have obnoxious loud music. I get overstimulated in those stores. That's a cute pattern. Oh, if you see any cute hand towels from my kitchen,
Oh yeah,
I need some. That is so cute. The diamonds on the wall. In a bathroom, that would look really cute. I'm thinking in the bathroom, I want to do some sort of fun painted design. I've been looking and pinning stripes. These diamonds are cute. I like that. It's a cool idea. Or even doing like a checkered. Oh, that is nice.
It's really.
Did you see this wall in here, how they painted the diamonds? I think that's so cute. I know. I think I would like it better if they were squares. Like a tile.
I did stripes. You remember that when you were a kid in the
I
dining
don't.
room?
I was just saying I wish I had stripes.
I did stripes the whole time. I have a picture of it.
Oh look, it's a Florida room.
Yeah.
I don't like it. It's too gray.
Lights
Now
are
this is cute. It's a nice kitchen. This looks kind of similar to the office color that I'm gonna have, but this is very like boring because it's paired with taupe. Mine's gonna be paired with yellow and green. This is all the particle board crap. I know IKEA has a bad rap for furniture, like when people hear IKEA, but you can find some pieces that are solid pine. And I really like pine because pine is lightweight. So that's why I'm going to get these shelves, because they're going to be really easy for me to transport to the market and disassemble. Right this way. I like that green. Great throw pillow department.
Look at this. You can watch. What is that, a minute? That's so cute. And the little pots and hang them. Or you could use them to put your utensils in.
What I really need for my bedroom is a little desk chair, because then I could use my vanity as a desk too.
I was thinking that you need a little chair.
I need something with a little back to it.
A little, like a chair. You don't have room to put another chair.
This one's kind of cute. The stripes. What color is that?
Beige, tan.
I was using my vanity as a desk the other day, but I didn't like sitting on the stool. I was wishing that I had a back to my chair. But I also like that it has wheels. And a lot of these don't have wheels. The only one I see really that would maybe go is that one. Or like that, but it looks kind of cheap. Yeah, it feels cheap. This one is too plasticky. That's like what I need, yeah. Just not in gray. This one's kind of a cute color. Are these the same? They're smaller. One's smaller. I think this is like a kiddie chair. I don't see the lever. I'm gonna see if they have this in more colors. Here's your little cork things that you have in the kitchen. Your little things you keep in the kitchen.
Yeah, I love them.
These are $3.99. That's not bad. The Flipperfisk. Get you a Flipperfisk. If you've never been to IKEA, it's definitely a fun experience. It takes a while to walk through all the showroom and get to the items. Then you have to get the items at the end from the warehouse. This is actually where I came when I had no home stuff, when I first moved out of my mom's house and went to college. And when I'm in here, it kind of reminds me of that, because I remember just getting all of the things, all of the essentials. Because this time around, you know, I really thrifted most of everything that I have, but there's a lot of kitchen and stuff that you can't really thrift right when you need it. That's why it's taken me so long to curate all the things in my house. But things like, you know, just household kitchen glasses and stuff, they have good stuff that lasts a long time. But if you can thrift it, of course thrift it. But sometimes it's not always the case that you can thrift everything you need for your house, especially fabrics. So we're gonna go look at the pillowcases. Honestly, I don't love the way a lot of the fabrics feel on these pillowcases. I'm just gonna wait and order them on Amazon, because I don't really know what color I want for that guest office anyways. I still haven't put a rug in my kitchen yet. I need something a bit bigger than that, but I do want to go with something nice and neutral. Maybe a jute rug? That'd be super hard to clean if food gets on it. Oh, I love this for the front door. The braided one's cute too. I might get one of these. This is really cute. These ones are only $12. This might be good for my kitchen. I just still think it would get so dirty. Do you see a rug I could put in my kitchen? I was looking at like maybe this one, but I don't know if it'd be easy to wash. Maybe I should get something darker so it won't show stains. How much is this one?
Oh, $24.99.
I can keep looking. Do you like this doormat?
Yeah, it's pretty.
It's kind of big, isn't it?
You put it on your bed.
I don't have an ironing board.
It's cute. Then you can hang it in your closet so it stays right out of the way. How much?
It's nice and small. All right. I know. I need it. I could have got my totes here. How much are they here? No, I think the totes are way cheaper at Walmart, actually. Dog beds?
Look how cute.
Look, they have wicker baskets you could put it in. Look, come here. How cute is that? Oh, wow, $90. Lord have mercy. You got fancy dogs.
They are cute.
Wow, look at this pegboard. That's cute. I could use that in the garage. All right, here's what we came for, yeah.
Those pop in like they just have feet, little shelf hooks. Look right here.
Oh, yeah. How does this come off?
Then you just make sure you don't lose those pegs. See the little pegs in there? And you can adjust it to anything.
How hard is it to take the back brace off? Yeah, this is how it comes apart. And these just screw in. So really all I have to do is unscrew the brace.
Yeah.
And I could flat pack it all like this. Okay, so I decided that I'm gonna get 3 of them, and then I can always add on in future markets, but I think 3 will be a good starting point. And they're solid pine, so I can stain them dark if I want. I will stain them dark if I have time. And then in the future, if I get sick of that, I can always paint them, change up the way they look, add some beadboard to the back, maybe give them a solid back. There's a lot I can do with them, but I think it's a good, solid choice. Ooh, I didn't realize they had live plants here. I thought they were all fake. Out of direct sunlight. Okay, that's exactly what I need. Those are direct sunlight, out of direct sunlight. Okay, I'm definitely gonna get a plant. I've been wanting more plants in the house. I just need to make sure I can keep them alive. I love this one. I have so many pots that I've thrifted and not done anything with. I want one of these. I'm gonna get it, and it's gonna be my child. I'm gonna update you on if I can keep them alive. Ooh, this is a much bigger one. Should I get a palm for my living room? I just don't have very much light. I'm gonna hold off on the palms because I need to do more plant research to figure out what plants will live on my property with all the shade. But these for sure I know would be okay, as long as I water them. She's putting a chandelier in her closet.
I am.
We need to do a tour of your house. Everything in my mom's house is Facebook Marketplace, thrifted, and she's very bougie. Unless it's upholstered. I'm kind of like that too. Our style is very different. Mom likes light and airy, French traditional. So that's why we often argue when it comes to design. And I like dark curtains. She likes light curtains. I like moody.
You like the Haunted Mansion.
I like the Haunted Mansion, and she likes the French Chateau. All right, yeah, the Ivar. Oh no. Oh, I don't need a corner. I know I need to put those plants in the pots properly, but I got to do a little bit of research about how to take care of plants. So it is my mission now to keep these plants alive. So I need somebody in my comment section every week to hold me accountable and remind me to water my plants. So let me know who's gonna take responsibility for that. But I'm just so happy to finally have plants in here because as soon as Tori brought that one plant over by the kitchen, it changed the whole vibe of the house, and it's really starting to feel like a home in here, and it makes me so happy. Even though all the furniture isn't perfect exactly how I want it yet, I probably would like to paint that entry table and then do something with the hutch as well. But everything's really starting to feel so homey in here, and it makes me really happy. Now the weather's been a little crazy this week, back and forth, holding me up from painting. There's been rain, it's been cold, it's always something, but my wheels are really turning right now with other ways that I can add color to the house in my downtime. And I've already come up with a plan for the back bedroom. I got it all nice and clean, and it is going to be my office slash co-op space slash workout space. So it's a multifunctional room. It's in the back of the house. It's the brightest room in the house. And I just want to keep it bright and airy, and I want it to be a creative, awake space. So I chose colors that are out of my comfort zone, bright, quite saturated, and a rug that is also very bright and out of my comfort zone. So I did some polls on Facebook and Instagram, and it was back and forth between a yellow and a blue rug for this room. And I ultimately decided to go with the bright one because I just want it to be a bright and airy space. So here's what we're working with. This is the room as it sits. We can finally walk in here. So over here is the standing desk. I'm gonna put the walking pad underneath it. And then over here I have this big dresser mirror that was originally with a furniture set I sold and they didn't want it. So I'm gonna actually do a DIY project where I paint this mirror frame a funky, fun color and then put it over here on this wall so that I can lay out a yoga mat and do my stretching, because I have been weightlifting but not properly stretching for a while, and I have lower back pains. Like, I've been going to a chiropractor for the past few weeks and just hoping that I can get it figured out, because I'm really struggling to move furniture, and that makes me really sad that I can't move furniture on my own, because I love moving furniture in and out and doing DIY projects. So I really want to prioritize stretching this year. So this is going to be also a stretching / workout room. Here's my pull-up bar. I know it's not the most aesthetic thing, but I'm trying to get to where I can do 10 chin-ups. And maybe eventually one day I could do a pull-up. But we've got what's gonna be the desk here, my fun, funky couch that, you know, you either love or you hate. It pulls out into a bed, so I can have guests here in the future. I like to get, you know, put that stuff in the closet, get a little end table on each side and put my cute lamps. And then over here, continuing off that like creative co-op space, this is the desk that I just picked up off of Facebook Marketplace. And here is my Cricut machine. I need to get this situated a little bit cuter than it is, but it's really nice to be able to have these things easily accessible so that I actually will want to use them. Tori knows how to sew and she wants to learn how to do tailoring and all sorts of other stuff. And I just never pick up my Cricut machine because it's always tucked away. But when I have it here, nice and accessible, or at least have a space to work with it, I think I'll be more likely to do creative DIY projects, such as like making people cards, making t-shirts, making whatever I want. And in this room, we actually already installed a new ceiling fan. It's the same one that I put in my bedroom and in Tori's room. So they all match in the 3 back bedrooms, which is great. Really do love that ceiling fan. It was only $50 and it's got cool, warm, neutral light, and then it dims. The fan has all sorts of settings. It's a great fan, very mighty for how small it is. This is not an ad for the fan. I just really like it. And then if you remember originally when I bought this house, this is the room that had a weird piece of drywall over the wall. So that's why there's all these patches. This had a ginormous sheet of like drywall or sheetrock nailed on top of it. So I had the guys remove it whenever they scraped the rest of the popcorn ceilings that I gave up on. And luckily for me, it came right off and there was just normal, nice drywall underneath. But there were a bunch of nail holes and such that I had to patch. But I'm really excited to start painting this room because I have picked some fun colors. So here's the samples that I got from Sherwin-Williams. I originally went and got this color because I thought that that's what looked like my inspo. And then I put it on the wall and realized it is just way too bright. So I went and got this color, which I then realized just looks way too gray and muted. So I ended up finding something sort of in the middle right here. And then I'm going with this sage green. Let me get the colors for you. The colors are Stream by Sherwin-Williams is the blue and Sheraton Sage for the green. So it's gonna be very bright, very colorful in here. There's gonna be lots of plants and a bright yellow rug. Is it gonna come together or is it gonna look chaotic? I have no idea, but this is my inspo and it worked out well in my bedroom. So I'm just gonna start chipping away at painting this room little by little. Maybe I'll give you like updates here and there and eventually there'll be a full room makeover video. But I'm not prioritizing this project because I have vintage market days coming up. In like 2 weeks, I'll be leaving for Asheville and I have nothing ready. I might need to find somebody to help me prep for that, because I need to pack that trailer up. I need to build those IKEA shelves. I need to not worry about it. No, we don't need to stress. There's nothing to stress about. We're gonna go finish painting the house. And then next week, after the house painting video, we are in full swing for vintage market days. This bedroom will be my side project. But I hope you like it, because I'm very excited. All right, we'll call it 3. We'll check back when this room is finished. I'll be at 10.